It is time for Seattle Sips, where we check out some amazing drinks in our area.
Yes, and today we are joined by Charlie Liebecker from Cairdeas Winery. Welcome.
Hi guys, thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming
to
in.
have you.
We were excited. It's a good way to like bring in, you know, halfway through the week.
Yeah.
So you've got some Rhone-inspired wine, kind of crafted at Lake
Chelan, yeah.
Chelan, there we
Lake
go.
Chelan.
Yeah.
So we do Rhone-inspired wines. That just means that we work with varieties that are native to the southern part of France. And we work with some varieties that are a little bit more unique or interesting than you might find in other places. So Syrah, Grenache, Mourvedre, Counoise, and Sanso.
Beautiful.
And we get to tell a story about this awesome place in the southern part of France.
And now you actually started the winery in West Seattle in 2009, but then there were some changes. Talk to me about that.
Well, we've always had our goal sights set on Lake Chelan. It's a gorgeous place to live, and we're closer to a lot of the vineyards that we work with over there. We have an amazing property and 3 varieties planted. But because Seattle is where our roots were, we always wanted to bring it back home. So this weekend, we're actually opening a Cairdeas SODO location. So that's exciting.
That's amazing. How did you decide on SODO?
There are 7 other amazing wineries in the same facility, and we have the best neighbors in the whole world. Some Washington wineries that we're big fans of, so it just felt like the right fit.
That's wonderful. Awesome. What can people expect when they visit?
Well, we're offering tastings Wednesday through Sundays at SODO, pouring a wine flight of 4 or 5 different wines, possibly some light appetizers as well. Just some nice ambiance and some wine to try.
What kind of appetizers?
So at our Charlotte location, we do like hummus plates, cheese plates, stuff like that.
Nice.
And we're still working on getting that all set up for Seattle.
Beautiful.
Cool. And we're going to do a little wine tasting here today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's
all right,
get into
what do we
it.
got? Tell us all about it.
So this is a wine that we make called Nellie May. It's our flagship white Rhone blend. It's Viognier and Roussanne. Think kind of light tropical notes, a little pineapple-y. It's named Nellie after my 96-year-old grandma.
Oh, Nellie.
So when we started the winery, my grandma was really interested in what happens at a winery, and she wanted to come and check it out. So she came and actually helped us sort through the grapes and feed them into the destemmer. And at the time, Grandma was only 82, but she literally helped make the first version of this wine.
Oh, that's very
we
sweet.
named it after her, and we figured since it's Women History Month and also Washington Wine Month, this would be the wine we would pour for you guys today.
Beautiful.
I'm
All right.
excited.
Now I
That's
know
right.
we give it a little swirl and a little whiff, right? Is that right?
Yeah. Swirl, smell, sip. There's really no wrong way to do it.
It smells really good.
As long as the wine ends up in your mouth, it's you're doing it right.
Yeah, I've seen the thing where you put your nose kind of halfway in, your nostril against that. We don't have to do that, do we?
This is
Cheers,
so
y'all.
delicious. Sorry,
Cheers.
I already jumped right in, y'all. Maria
ready.
being Maria.
Oh, I love. I love the kind of like fruitier, tropical flavors in there
Yeah,
too.
it's like bright
Yeah, so
and crisp.
At Cairdeas, we don't do sweet wines. We like dry wines, but really
Same.
kind of focus on the fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell
Beautiful.
the story of the vineyard and where the grapes, where the wine comes from.
Now, for people who maybe aren't super familiar with, wine culture, talk to me about why it's totally cool to still head out there and try wines and figure out what you like.
Right. Well, when you're first discovering wine, it's hard to know what varieties you're going to like or be into. And there's so many different types of wine, sweet wines or dry wines, red and white, wines that are made in a dessert style. And so really there's a flavor for everybody. You just got to find what kind of speaks to you. And at Cairdeas, doing the Rhone-inspired wines, wines from that area, they really speak to us. And we like finding the people that enjoy those types.
You really never know until you try it.
That's
You might
true.
discover your next favorite thing. Talk to us about Taste Washington Wine Month. What are you doing for that?
Well, so Taste Washington is a really amazing event. There's 200 wineries at Lumen Field, and you get to try so many different wines paired with a lot of different food from all over Seattle. We're going to showcase Nellie May and a couple of our reds. And it's just a great way to, like you were just talking about, explore wine and try a lot of different things in the same place at the same time.
Wonderful. All right. So if people are interested in trying Nellie May, where can they find it?
Well, they can find it at Cairdeas SODO starting on Friday at noon.
So exciting.
So exciting.
Or at our home location in Lake Chelan. We're open every single day from noon to 5.
That's
Wonderful.
awesome. And when you walk into the new space, what do you want people to feel?
Well, the new space, we want it to feel very much like you're in Lake Chelan. So we worked really hard at bringing the Lake Chelan vibe to SODO. So all of the fixtures and furniture are the same, and we want the vibe to translate. So if you were on vacation and you found us for the first time in Lake Chelan, we want it to feel familiar when you come to our
That's
SODO
amazing.
space.
So who is the perfect customer for you? I mean, is it somebody that's out with the girls or maybe a date night or all of it?
Yes.
All of
Yes,
it.
yes, and yes.
All of it.
Yeah, people that want to enjoy an afternoon of wine tasting. Yeah, absolutely. Whether you're a first-time wine trier or you're the long-time aficionado, we got something for you.
Well, we can tell how passionate you are about this. Do you remember the moment that you thought, I'm taking wine seriously, like I'm going to get really into this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a like to know how it works kind of person. So the more I got into wine, the more I wanted to discover what makes wine so special. So reading and obviously trying a lot of wine led me down the rabbit hole of wanting to become a winemaker.
That is wonderful. Okay, now I know that I'm always talking about this, but I really want people to feel comfortable trying new things. So if you aren't really sure, you're nervous going into your first wine tasting, talk to me about what they can say to, the people there to kind of let them know, hey, I need a little help. Like, I want to make sure I'm doing this right.
Our team is they're really good at picking up those kind of cues, and we can talk about wine on a level that isn't too nerdy, but if you want us to get nerdy, we can totally get nerdy. Just based on the questions and the conversation, our team is really great at leading the conversation in a direction that's comfortable for everybody.
What is this little thing? This little pouring spout?
So these are
I've never used one of
these
these
are a
before.
neat deal. It's just this silver disc,
What?
right?
Whoa.
And then it folds up and it fits into your bottle.
Oh.
And they call this a drip stop. So as you pour and then bring back up,
Oh my
it doesn't drip
gosh.
down the side.
Is this like a
is
DIY
genius.
situation, or can people buy them? Or
Well, if you come by our SODO location, I'll just give you some.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, we're
love
actually
that. We
love a freebie.
We're going to be handing those out at Taste Washington. So if you come by our booth at Taste Wa, we'll have the drip stops for you with
There we
our
go.
SODO address on it.
Charlie, thank you
thank
so
you
much
so
for coming
much.
in.
Yes,
Thank you so much for having me
Yeah,
here.
cheers. More info on our website. We'll see you tomorrow.
I wanna see you smile, take you another